Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the DC Direct Alex Ross Scarecrow. So yes, here we have an older DC Direct figure, which is Scarecrow. I wasn't happy with the current Scarecrow I was using for my Batman shelf, so I decided I'd pick up another one and try him out. It's an interesting design and not a terrible figure if you are fond of Scarecrow or Batman villains or other things of that nature. So let's go ahead and zoom in for the sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things.
Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Scarecrow. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Scarecrow is technically a 7-inch figure, so he is a little bit taller than a Marvel Legends figure, although you could probably fudge it and put him in a 6-inch scale collection if you really wanted to. Now let's go ahead and get everything else out of here and just look at Scarecrow. Alright, moving on our 360 spin, here you can see Scarecrow. Most of his body is covered by his long brown sort of duster coat. He's got a little noose hanging around his neck there. Both of his hands are in holding positions, and he's got little pieces of straw poking out there. You can see the ends of his brown pants wrapped in rope, and then he's just got some brown shoes. There's a pretty noticeable dark wash over almost all of him, and it brings out a lot of detail, makes him look a bit grimy, which works. Overall, detail, everything looks really cool. I approve of it, and it's a pretty interesting design for Scarecrow. Let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpts. Scarecrow comes with two different head sculpts. He has his masked head, which has a big hat with some straw poking out of the top and the sides, and then it's got a very sort of form-fitting face mask with no real details to it. It's sunk in around the eyes and juts out a bit around the nose, but it's a very flat mask for the most part. It's very cool, and it's not sort of standard Scarecrow design, but it certainly fits the character. And then he has his Dr. Crane head sculpt, which has got some nicely sculpted hair, very gaunt face, interesting sculpt. He's got some nice glasses there. The eyes and the facial features are all painted fairly well. Nothing to really complain about, but I feel like I'll probably just use the Scarecrow head most of the time. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Scarecrow is not exactly impressive. He's got a ball peg in the head, so that moves up and down, rotation. Shoulders move in and out, forward and back. Elbow hinge, rotation in the wrist. Waist cut. Hips move forward and back. Single joint knee. And rotation at the ankle. So you can vary up his pose a little bit. His little top part of his jacket gets in the way of his shoulder articulation pretty much entirely. But you can vary him up a little bit. As is usually the case, these old DC Direct figures do not have good articulation. Either way, let's go ahead and move on to some accessories. Accessories-wise, Scarecrow comes with a test tube, surely to be used in brewing up some fear toxin or something like that. You can hold that in either hand. And then you get a base, which is kind of a silver trim around kind of a black asphalt textured base. I don't think these are character specific. I assume these come with all the figures. It's got 2 foot pegs on it. He can stand with or without it, so you can use it if you want to. Now that wraps it up for Scarecrow and all of his accessories, let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, you get the old DC Direct hanging windowed box, Justice logo at the top, as well as some of the figures available in this series. Get a window there, and Scarecrow Collector action figure down there at the bottom. And on the back, you basically just get a little spiel about the kind of stuff involved in this line. As always, these are good for in or out of package display. So yeah, Scarecrow.
Alright, that wraps it up for Scarecrow. So until next time, goodbye.
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.